When you're working with large groups of people, you might be wanting to use more than one piece of music technology, or you might be using something like a sound beam, which is designed to be used with multiple participants. And when you do that, you want to make sure that each musician has a distinct sound. And I'm going to show you one way to do that using Logic Pro. Now, the instruments I've got available to me just now are an iPad, a Rolly block, and a MIDI keyboard. Now, the iPad and the Rolly block are connected by Bluetooth, and you can see how to do that in my previous video. And the keyboard is connected by USB to the MacBook. Now, the first thing we want to make sure is that each of these instruments is sending its MIDI on a different channel. Now, the way you do this is going to be different for each instrument. On the iPad, for example, I need to head into Preferences, MIDI Control, and confusingly, it's this option called Channel Start, and I've got it set to 3. On the Rolly block, I use my software, Rolly dashboard software, which you've also seen in a previous video, and I would change the MIDI channel here. And for the keyboard, I've also got a piece of software which allows me to change the MIDI channel. In Logic, when you first open it up, we see this screen. And now we want to select a software instrument with Create, and straight away I'm going to create 2 more tracks. So now we've got 3 tracks to go with our 3 instruments. Electric piano is fine for the first track. For the second track, I might select a string sound, violins, and for our third track, I might select a regular piano. Now, what we now need to do is make sure that each of our tracks is receiving on a different MIDI channel, and we do this over here with these drop downs. Now, they might be closed on your Logic. You want to open up the one called Track and change your MIDI channel to 1 for the first track, 2 for the second, and 3 for the third. Now, we have a couple more things we need to do. One of those is change our recording settings, which means going up here to record and clicking Recording Settings. And the option we need to tick is Auto Demix by Channel if multi-track recording. And you need to set this for every project where you want to work this way. With that selected, the last thing we need to do is make sure all the channels are record enabled by clicking the little R. And now we have our keyboard playing electric piano. We have our Rolly block playing string sounds. And we have our iPad playing piano sounds, and they can all be played at once. A couple of things to be aware of. If you want to change your sounds and you want to use the library over here, for example, if I want to change my piano sound to marimba, unfortunately that resets our MIDI channel and turns off all the little record icons. So we need to go to our MIDI channel again, change it back to 3, and retick all our record icons, and we'll have control back. That's one way of doing it. In future videos I'll show you how to do the same thing with different software. Thanks.